Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Beelan. I'm coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Tyler Perry's Zatima, season 2, episode 13, Never Too Late. The episode picks up where it left off last week when Fatima came in on a therapy session and she didn't know that Zach, the mama, and the brother was gonna be there. So at first, Fatima was very hesitant to stay, and Zach did convince her to stay. So she goes over and she sits down, and then Zach pulls the money out of his pocket, and the mama like, give me the money, give me the money. The brother, give me the money. But Zach asked the doctor to hold the money, but the doctor was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's between y'all. So Zach takes the money and put it back up. He was like, you're not going to get this money until we finish this therapy session. And the mama was like, we ain't finna have no intervention. I said, girl, you need more than an intervention. You need to go, and you look like you need to go wash your face. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, so they over there, the brother over there looking crazy, the mama over there looking crazy, Fatima over there looking like, what in the world have you got me into? And then this is when the breakdown starts. This is when the pouring of Zach's heart comes out, because he's looking at the mother, he's looking at the brother, and he's pretty much telling them like, y'all really don't love me like that. You know, y'all haven't been there for me. The brother brings up the fact that I was there for you. I was there for you when I did them years in jail for you. And Zach was like, yeah, but I've been there for you as well. Like, from the ages of, what he said, 9 to 17, he was doing armed robberies. And the only reason why he would get away with it is because he was a minor. And the brother was like, yep, but you did get away, right? But that's not the point. The point is, you was using him to get money. And then Zach says, y'all wouldn't even give him no money. Y'all would leave him at the house alone. Ever since he was 7 years old, y'all would leave him at the house alone. And then the mother was just like, well, I did my part. I did my part. I had you, and it was your responsibility to take care of yourself. So the mother feels like all I had to do was give birth. Everything else is on you. The doctor was like, well, how have you heard that before, Zach? And Zach said, yeah, I heard it when my first turned 7. And that's how it's always been. You know, how Jeremiah and the mom would just walk off and leave. But the mama was like, well, shoot, I should have aborted you, but I didn't. I kept you. And then she says, I took you to your daddy. Your daddy didn't want you. Yeah, I knocked on your daddy's door and I told him this is your son. And daddy said, I don't want that little, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that little. And she said that he kicked her so hard to where she almost dropped him. And that was pretty much it from there. Like, I don't even know who your daddy is. And because Zach said, that wasn't my dad, that was the pimp. And then she said, well, shoot, I don't know who your daddy is. I was like, God dog, Tyler Perry recycle lines. I mean, yes, these are lines that we've heard before in the Tyler Perry universe. He does recycle these lines. He really does. But Zach delivery, it was really good, and his emotional intelligence is very good because he was able to deliver the lines, even though we've heard them over and over and over again. Talking and looking at the mother and the brother, talking about, I found someone who loves me. I am not going to no longer let y'all, hurt me and use me, and he knows his value and all this stuff, and he got somebody that loves him, and he keep messing it up because of them and everything that he's went through. And he's pretty much saying like, I am not going to continue to give y'all money so that I can have a conversation or have some type of family dynamic with you all. And oh, mind you, Fatima tried to say something. No, Zach was talking about, oh, so you doing all this because of that B? And then he was like, don't call her no B. And she was like, B, 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 girl. She called her. I said, okay, mama. Okay, mama. Can you just go wash your face real quick? But anyway, so they get upset. They like, you know what? We ain't got to take this. Give me my money because I'm getting cold. That's what the mama said. So Zach takes the money and was like, well, here, this all y'all want anyway. So they get up and they leave, and the brother like, mama, give me some money too. I want some money too. And I was like, God dog, this is the weirdest dynamic that I've ever seen. Because at first I was thinking that, the brother slick pimping out the mama. But then somebody in the comments said that the brother is the one beating up the mama. Maybe they fighting over crack. I have no idea, but that dynamic is so weird. They crack buddies. I I guess. But anyway, they end up leaving. And Zach and Fatima, they end up having their one-on-one conversation. And Zach tells Fatima, I love you. I want to be with you. You know, I wanted just you to see how messed up I am and all of that. And Fatima was just like, well, yeah, I didn't understand it now until I really got to see for myself. But Zach, you really scared her. She said she got scared in the whole elevator scene. And she said that because he said, do you still love me? She was like, yeah, I still love you, but there are parts of her inside of her that he continues to turn off by the way he's acting. So it's like, I do love you, but parts of me are starting to not really love you as much as I did because you were really showing me who you are. And Fatima says that he does have abandonment issues, and he understands why, because he has been abandoned by his mother, his brother, his father, and whomever else. He's always really pretty much been alone. And she said that I cannot pretty much compensate for your mother. I am not your mother. So don't treat me as such. And he's like, I do. I understand that. I know you're not my mother. I know. But she brought up the whole elevator scene. But I was like, the elevator scene, is that the one when they were all in there, they was fighting? And I'm like, Fatima, that scared you? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's something in there that I missed, because to me, I really didn't think that Zach did nothing too wrong in that elevator scene. Maybe I'm missing something. Can y'all help me out with that elevator scene? Because the dude was trying to holler at you, Fatima, and you kept brushing it off like it ain't no big deal. I mean, of course, I guess you fell and Zach thought that it was something going on. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know maybe I'm missing something with that whole elevator scene, but I didn't think that was too bad. Anyway, so Fatima really is just like, you know what, Zach, you need therapy. I done already had my therapy. It's not going to take you in one setting. You being healed, this is going to be a gradual change. And she said, because when she went to therapy, she brought her parents there and it was hard, and he already done brought his parents there, so he's really ahead of the curve because he was able to confront that head on. But she said, you know what, you gonna still need some more healing to do. And she said she finna get ready to go. And he like, Fatima, don't leave, please don't leave. But she said she had to leave because she really not ready for this. And she leaves. And so he's sitting there and the doctor is telling him, like, you still have to go through this. And he's saying that he doesn't want to be alone. He's been alone, so many times. And he's just trying to consult the doctor, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because when she made the comment about, parts of her are being turned off. And he brings up this whole analogy about her being a house, and then circuit breakers break and there's an overload, and he got to find his way in the dark to get to regenerate and turn on lights. Turn on the lights in here, baby. Yeah, so I guess he got to go turn on Fatima lights one by one, yeah. But he gonna have to learn how to deal with his own demons personally before he could really just pour himself into somebody else. So that's pretty much what that is. But the love ain't lost. You just got to learn how to love yourself a little bit more, Zach, before you can love Fatima the way that she needs to be loved. But shoot, in the same sentence, you too, Fatima, because Fatima, girl, come on now. It ain't all him either, though. It ain't all him. I think they do need some couples therapy because it's both of them. But I guess the way they paint the picture is more of Zach than it is Fatima, because I guess Zach has more of the abandonment issues. So anyway, y'all, that's what that is. I did feel sorry for him, even though I have heard these lines before on almost every Tyler Perry movie. Zach did real good at delivering his lines. That's all I gotta say. All right, now this part is concerning me because I'm like, was it Paul time to have therapy too? Because how in the world where they at? So is the therapy building inside where is this therapy building? Is it inside the whole the building where the lawyers' offices are? Because I'm like, how in the world Paul meeting up with Fatima in the parking lot? And he looking at her like, oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't say it. And so he's concerned that they're going to still have dinner later on that night. And Fatima just like, well, I'm not going to be much of any good. And he just sit there and say he can do all the talking. He can do everything as long as she just show up. So they going to still have dinner plans. I'm like, where did Paul come from? Can somebody tell me where Paul came from? Fatima, you worried about Zach. You need to be worried about your boy Paul. Cause this pop-up concerned me. She ain't even in the car good. And you anyway. So Angela is giving Bryce back his stuff. Bryce saying it's over. She said, yes, it's over. He said, can we still see each other? She said no. I don't think that's a good idea. Child, I mean, she can't accept your lifestyle. Bryce, get somebody that can accept your lifestyle and you going over there and be happy. And yeah, and then she brings up Angela always telling somebody business. She ended up bringing up Zach and Fatima breaking up as he changed around the office. And he just like, well, I mean, he just doing him. He really ain't acting irate. He really ain't talking too much. I mean, I don't know what she expects Zach to be doing, but whatever. But Bryce still in his head feels as if he did nothing wrong to Zach because he said that he told Zach his truth and Zach need to get over it. Child, I tell you, you can't tell me. You can't do nothing to me and tell me I need to get over it. Let me get over it on my own turn. Whatever, Bryce. Anyway, that's why y'all broke up now. Because Angela ain't even over it. So how you gonna want Zach to be over something and Angela ain't even over it? That's why she giving you your box back. Because she ain't over it. And he ain't either. Shoot, y'all just in a business relationship now that it's hard for Zach to really kind of get out of. Because, I mean, Bryce, you have a lot of the connections. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So they talking. Fatima walks in. Bye, Bryce. Yeah, they broke up. Fatima and Angela sit down. They talk about the whole therapy and the mom and them being there. And yeah, and so Angela is like, so you gonna be with him? She said, yeah, I mean, I still love him, but I'm not gonna be with him because he gonna have to know that he can't be cheating on me. He gonna have to know. So she's still trying to teach Zach this whole lesson. And then she also tells Angela that she's going out with Paul still. So Zach gonna have to learn his lesson. Over at the house, then you have Deja Nathan. Child, I don't know. I really don't get. I guess Deja is comic relief for this show. Um, and it seems a bit too much because I'm sick and tired of her walking around with this neck brace on walking. I mean, she got a neck brace on, still talking about she's serving papers. Zach don't want to hear nothing. Zach don't want to talk to them. Zach don't want to see them. He just going in his house because he don't feel like fooling with them right now. He got enough going on. And now Nathan is telling Angela, what are you talking about papers? He's talking about the girl almost broke her back. He looking at her back like, ain't no wrong with your back. And then he gets to telling her like, look, you need to rethink this whole lawsuit thing because number one, you slide down pose. She works at a law office. She can bring back all your clients that you've ever dealt with. You were on their property. Y'all both was getting it in their hot tub. And she got you out of their hot tub and off of their property. Was she a bit aggressive? It is what it is. She could do whatever she needs to do to get you off of her property because you are trespassing. She could have shot you and it would have been fine because you're trespassing on her property. And he said they got cameras. So what? She's talking about, oh shoot, I ain't think about that. So they had this whole back and forth. And and Nathan trying to stay over her house. She was like, I don't want you. You ain't got your wife. You ain't got no money. You sleeping on Tony's couch. You not about to come over my house. And she shut the door in Nathan's face. Nathan, he goes over to Zach's house. Zach really don't want to fool with Nathan either. As far as Zach is concerned, he feels like Nathan is the one that put Deja up to her in this whole lawsuit. He was like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I wouldn't do you like that. He says, I don't really care. He even went as far as calling Nathan a hater, which Nathan is a hater. Nathan just talking about, oh, I want better for you. No, what you want, Nathan, is for him to be single and miserable, just like you. You, Belinda, and Deja, and a little bit of Angela. And Tony, he on the fence. It's like all of y'all, I don't know, all of y'all are weird friends. Y'all are weirdo friends. Some of y'all, and like Angela and Tony, they slick for Zach and Fatima, but them other ones, they don't want them to be together. And Zach is really seeing through it. And I'm glad that he's really holding Nathan to that. Like, I love you, bro, but I don't really want to fool with you right now because you want some old messy stuff and I ain't got time for it. So Nathan ends up leaving because Nathan ain't got nowhere to go. He just trying to have somebody to hang out with because he ain't got nobody. He ain't got no wife, no kids. He ain't got no home, no nothing. So, like I say, misery loves company. So Fatima, she looking all fine in her red dress, and she's about to go on her date with Paul. So they hear a knock, knock, knock at the door. They thinking that it's Paul. Child, I could have told them that it wasn't nobody but Zach. So when they go to the door, Fatima, Angela open up the door. Is Zach standing there? Fatima acting like she ducking down. Angela talking about Fatima ain't there. He said, I seen her. Child, she right there. Come on in, Zach. So Zach comes in and he tells her like, oh, so you going out? That's what you doing? Oh, okay. And I'm letting you know, I didn't sleep with Connie. I didn't sleep. I know you don't believe me, but I didn't sleep with her. I think deep down inside, maybe Fatima kind of knows that he didn't, but, who knows? So Fatima was just like, well, it don't even matter because I'm still going out with Paul. You ain't stopping nothing. And also, it don't matter because I did sleep with Paul. And I'm going to sleep with him again tonight. Okay, so we doing this tit for tat. See, that's why, Fatima, you need therapy too. Like I said, you want to be putting everything off on Zach. But that right there, what you just did, that's therapy worthy too. So your process ain't finished. Anyway, for Zach looking at her like, really? That's what you doing? She said, yeah, she walk out because she knows she got the upper hand at this point. So Angela looking at him like, you want some wine? But then when Fatima leave, he was like, well, you could go and go. Zach said, well, you did ask me that I want some wine. So they sit down. Then Zach gives this whole spiel about, y'all don't like me. Y'all think I ain't good enough, this, that, and that. And then Angela just goes off and tell him, well, let me tell you how I feel. She says, I think you're smart. I think you're handsome. And she does think that her and Fatima makes a really good couple. But on the same token, that's her friend, and she don't want her friend to be hurt again because she's went through a lot. Zach like, she ain't the only one that have been through a lot. I've been through a lot too. But at the end of the day, Angela is Fatima's friend, and she's going to be there in her friend's corner. Yes, Zach, you did mess up. Zach does say, I didn't sleep with the girl, Connie. I wanted to. I went over there, but I couldn't do it. Dang, look at it. Fatima wasn't having, ex with me. So what was I supposed to do? Well, you weren't supposed to go over there and do that. You need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to lose your good thing. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And I guess Fatima is Zach's good thing. So you need to get it together. He messed up. Yeah, he did. So what you going to do now? Zach said, I'm not losing my woman. Fatima's mine. That's my girl. That's my woman. I guess you say what can make me feel this way. My girl. And Fatima is my girl. Well, I guess Zach finna go get he finna go get Fatima by any means necessary. Yeah, this was a good episode. I mean, like I said, it was very emotional. And even though we did hear these recycled Tyler Perry lines, Zach really did good delivering them. So yeah, this is a good episode, y'all. I gotta please go back and look at my other videos that I have done. I have done Zatima 11, 12. And y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm about to do Zatima episode 14 in a minute. I gotta do some work though. But yeah, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. Yeah. Yeah. We gonna get to it, honey. We gonna get to the nitty-gritty of this because Paul gonna end up this is my thing. I believe Paul is gonna really show his behind. He's acting like he's Captain Save-A. And I think that's gonna be one of the main reasons that's gonna push Zach back to that's gonna push Fatima back to Zach. It's because Paul gonna show out. I don't know what he gonna do, but he gonna show his butt. And so that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, I know I probably forgot a lot of stuff. I do ad-lib a lot. But it's me. I'm Sheila Bila. Let me know what you think about this episode. I may have forgot a lot of things. Charge my head. I'm a heart. Jesus love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Bye. And I paraphrase too. So that too. So don't be in here talking about that ain't what they said. I paraphrase, I ad lib. That's just me. All right, bye y'all.